In this video, guys, we're gonna play some CMG Superdome boosts only using the Wizard Monkey. We're gonna be using it both as a primary and secondary tower, and we're gonna find out just how good it is in the highest boost only arena ever, and let's get right into it. Okay, here's Happy Help WR. So yeah, I know that I haven't made a video in like a while, but I hope you guys can forgive me for that. I got caught up in like a lot of stuff in real life and stuff. So here on Water Hazard, the only thing that we could reasonably use is something like Boat Farm Wizard, but it's not really a good map for it because Wizard is very dependent on like the lightning side, which I will actually explain later in the video. Okay, he skips. This map we get Snowfall instead. It's still not a good map. Hope you can get something good here. Concrete Alley, Show. We can try making Wisp Mace work. I think that could be a thing, yeah. Very much could be. So I guess we're gonna be playing that. It makes enough sense, I guess. Because you do have a very good wizard spot in the middle of the map. So I guess it's pretty usable. Although, yeah, we're not on the good lightning side here on this map. The good lightning side will be right side. But yeah, what I mean by lightning side is basically how the lightning works. And it's the most essential upgrade to the wizard in general, right? It's always going to be the lightning upgrade. We're mostly going to be relying on that for the entire early game with Wisp Mace because Wiz is here our primary tower indeed. But yeah, what lightning does basically is that it's going to target the top right always, then it goes down from there, and then it goes to the left. So that's why here the right side is not really like the exit of the track, like the map on the right side would be. So that's why it's not really like optimal, I guess, for us to be using Wiz here instead of like right side. It would be more effective. Like the lightning would be more effective, I mean. So yeah, that's what like lightning side is basically, and yeah, it's a bit of a problem. But it's okay. He has sub, very standards to run on Concrete Alley, especially with Eco, so it makes enough sense. But yeah, this wizard spot thankfully does target over there even low. My goodness, I'm just failing to speak English at this point. I have not recorded in too long. It's okay. So yeah, we're gonna be sending a few blues here. And we're going to try to afford the lightning as soon as we can. I know we went for the plantation. It's a little greedy, but it should not get too far, I hope. The balloons, I mean, yeah, we should be good from now on, thanks to the lightning. But you can see how lightning side is just not catching balloons at the end. It's a bit of a problem, but you know what, we'll make it work. Thankfully, we have the low wizard attack that does help us clean up a little bit because it does target at the top. Because we fit the wizard properly, so it's pretty useful. But we're just going to be sending the wizard to strong now. And of course, we're going to mostly rely on the lightning to help us defend stuff here on round 6. So what he can send us that can actually affect us right now is blacks. Wiz does struggle to space the eco way more than grouped. But yeah, yellows can actually force defense on us. Even if it's like common like agreed knowledge that lightning solos yellows, it's not actually true, because if you send enough, lightning is eventually going to get overwhelmed. Unlike those greens, he can sense infinitely, I mean, and he's not going to be doing anything to me whatsoever. But if he does send yellows instead, well, I'm going to be struggling a whole lot more to those. So what he should be doing right now is like try to save up to send me a bunch of yellows and just space eco with blacks until round 8. But he doesn't know that you can that you can rush while ecoing effectively. So yeah, it's a misplay on his end, but we definitely take that since it's going to help us BIA to win. So that's pretty much the plan here, is just to BIA and outlast and win the game that way. But yeah, those yellows here should be forcing a boost. That's awesome. That's one less boost that he will have for the late game. So we definitely take that. If the game does go late, that is, but it should, because it's eco versus farms, and eco versus farms is usually late game BIA against a lot of eco on his end. And it's usually who at lost to that wins, although it's possible to drain, obviously. But yeah, here I'm just going to be going for my second wizard right here. He's of course sending region-wise, try to force stuff on my end, that's okay. It's to be expected. I'm just gonna get up the second lightning. And we're on 60 lives because of the lightning side, but we do have 2 spikes left over. And he has a reactor with an airburst that's already on round 11. And he's even getting up a second airburst already. Wow, that's actually a whole lot more defense than he should have. And yeah, lightning side just massively like screwing with us here. It's okay, we'll make it work somehow. It's not all that bad. I'm just gonna be going for a third farm here, and I'm probably gonna go for a wizard over here. There we go, we'll just upgrade this to a third lightning if necessary, but for now we're gonna be fine. This wizard spot is of course very useful against like AI stuff. Oh my goodness, that's a region. Okay, just gonna upgrade to a few fireballs, and that does defend alright. But yeah, because of lightning side here, so that was a very smart rush by him. He just sent a single region rainbow, and we got hurt a fair amount by that send because of lightning side again, which really just screws us over. It's a huge problem with Wiz, but we can make it work here thankfully, because round 14 here, we can just BIA and we'll be A-okay. For the late game, I just hope that he doesn't have a tower like Super Monkey, which would probably be able to outlast us, but we do have the Ace, which is a very, very good late game tower, so we should be ultimately fine. Of course, we cannot rush reactor on this map in any way because the spot is just so OP. Like, you can see just how much of the map it targets. It's actually insane. So yeah, that's why it's not possible for us to rush this at all, specifically because he has an airburst dots as well, which target not strong, which I think is the case here. No, it's not actually target not strong, but you know, it's probably enough for him anyways, so I won't comment on it. Here, this single camo detecting wizard should solo. Obviously, this spot is our camo detecting wizard because it has the strongest map coverage. And overall the strongest like targeting options possible, so that's why you do run it. He has sub glue. If he has super, then it probably doesn't outlast us because I mean it's glue, it's not as good of a stall as an ice, for example, so it's not actually that big of a deal. He does have it as a balloon dissolver, which it is actually a pretty good upgrade to like defend more applause balloons, so I guess that's the intent behind the upgrade, especially since he doesn't have to worry whatsoever about camera rushes, which is why you usually go for glue hosts with glue based strats. But yeah, we're just gonna be going for our factory on round 20. I'm pretty sure we should be on pace for that. We have decent eco building up from my BIA, which is pretty good. So yeah, we definitely take those. As for how the game is gonna go next, honestly, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna go for the Dragon's Breath because this AI is starting to get scary, and I'm just worried of lightning side more than anything else. Yeah, you can see we're starting to leak a little bit here, especially to those camos. It's fine, lightning clutches up a little bit. We do leak a tiny amount. It's not that big of a deal though. He might be sending us a BFB next, which we will have to defend. Okay, he doesn't. He probably just readied up for it, in which case we're just gonna go for a facility. Couldn't even go for another plantation, and then now that he spent all his money ecoing, I'm just gonna go for a BFB. And of course I'm gonna be balloon boosting it because I have free balloon boosts, so I'm not worried at all about like wasting them or whatever. Sec though, this AI might be a problem. Oh my god, it is a problem. Okay, I probably didn't have to boost that, but it worried me a lot with those pigs that he sent that he was spamming to eco behind. So that might have been a mistake, I'm not sure. It's okay though, it's okay. We do send a few lads behind this BFB, and then some yellows, trying to make sure that the liquefier doesn't reach it. He does have ninja as a third, which is way less worrisome than a super. Now I definitely know we outlast this, so I'm not worried in the slightest. I'm just spamming yellows, try to get the glue not to target. I'm gonna send whites now. Okay, he ninja stalls. That's a fair play. This is probably gonna glue now. Yep, not much we can do to prevent it, and that's just gonna defend from then on. I'm just gonna go for the ace, honestly, because I mean it's about time to start going for it. Because yeah, the AI is starting to get worrisome, but now we should be okay to it finally. We get our second factory on round 23 here. I know it's not 22, and that could be more optimal, but you know what, it's okay. We also should be having a boost that we do not have right now, but it's fine. We did misplay this a little bit. The gameplay that you're seeing here is not perfect, but it's enough for us to win. So that's all I really care about. Obviously, I'm not an expert Whist player. I'm sorry to all the expert Whist players here that are watching this video and being disgusted by my gameplay. I promise you guys, I'm trying. I'm not on purpose embarrassing you or whatever. I know I'm not playing perfectly. It's okay. We deal with it. My defense are at least pretty good, and my micro backs my ace up for sure. So yeah, sorry to all the Whist experts, but I think I'll do okay, no matter my mistakes. From this point onwards, because I do have the farms required to outlast Ninja Subglue, so it'll be okay. The only thing that we have to keep in mind is to rush soon enough to where he will die from the rush and I will not die to a counter. So it's probably around 33-ish, I would assume. So yeah, here we just ace micro a little bit, try to get the ace to target the balloons perfectly, so they don't reach the exit. And yeah, I'm gonna go for probably a second Dragon's Breath. Over here is the smarter play. I'm just gonna be ace microing, try to defend round 25. Obviously, it's one of the scarier AI rounds in the early game, which you can choke to, but I won't be doing that. We don't choke around here. Let's be real right now. This is pretty standard ace micro, nothing too impressive, but yeah, it does help out just enough to where to where we don't actually like have a problem with any of the AI. So that's all I really care about. It's gonna fill up once again, my BIA, so I'm just gonna be emptying that by selling it. There we go. Gonna be going for a second factory here, third one even if I can. There we go. All right, and at this point in time we have way too many farms, honestly. We have way too many at this point, so really I'm not worried in the slightest about like getting not lost it or whatever. There are not going to be any issues in this regard whatsoever. Obviously we cannot fit any farms around here, which is where I'm going to make space for my ace. I'm just going to be fitting a few farmers here. You saw nothing. I shouldn't be placing wizards here. I'm just going to be placing them in spots where like they don't take up too much space. Let me try not to choke to AI. There we go. That would be a bit too embarrassing for me to recover from, but we'll be fine. I'm just trying to make space for my aces here while keeping max farms and whatnot. So yeah, just gonna like place some wizards here where I have the space to fit them. Fortunately, it doesn't look like I'm gonna have any more space than that, but that's okay. I'm gonna be placing my Spectre here. There we go. I'm gonna be needing to fit a farmer though, so that's an issue in itself, but we'll be fine. There we go. Do we fit an ace here? We do. I'm gonna be placing a lost factory over here. Tell me my farmers cover up everything. That would be just great. Looks like they do. All right. I'm just gonna be fitting wizards wherever I can, although it's a bit complex on this map, I guess, but it's okay. All right. I'm just gonna be fitting a wizard here, an extra one. This will be our ace micro spot, I suppose. This will have two tempests, I suppose. Maybe even a third one since we can't fit a wizard over here. Great. I don't think there's any more wizard spots on the map than this. Oh wait, I'm dumb. There are wizard spots over here, of course. Alright, just gonna be fitting those since we can. Why prevent ourselves? So yeah. Here I'm gonna need to sell factories, of course, for extra placement of like towers and stuff, but for now no need to worry about any of that. I'm just gonna chill and like try to fit as many wizards as I can to get up some defense for the late game. There we go. Any more spots possible here? I guess I can fit an extra one over here. Oh, okay, there's one here. Cool. Doesn't look like we actually have any other possible spots on the entire map, which is a little bit of an issue. Oh, we do have one here. Great. Okay. So that's 24 Phoenixes already. Decent, but nothing too crazy. We're going to need a one spot for an ace, of course, and he's going to be preparing defense for the late game, and it appears to be expected, I'm going to be upgrading that ace just because I can, I guess. And yeah, I'm just going to be waiting for my facilities to give me money, and I'm just going to be sending a lot around 34, like a lot of group TMGs. He has liquefiers, which makes no sense, actually. Should be having glue hoses for the late game, but you know, he does what he wants. I guess it's to pop those mob layers, which makes a bit of sense, but nothing too sensical for me to appreciate. Anyways, it's round 34 now. It's about time we send. And we're just going to be letting our facilities cook up some money since it's round 34. And round 34 is very quick, so it gives a lot of money from facilities, and that's why it's important to have them all up for this round. I'm just going to be sending as many as I can without selling any factories, and that should be good. Honestly, this feels like enough CMGs, but you know what, I'm just going to be sending a bit more with my round 35 money, since he's not going to be rushing before that. It appears, at least. I should probably be able to send like round 36 or something, but you know what, since he's just going to first strike ability them, I'm just going to be boosting again a couple more. And basically, you always want to have UMG layers up for the first strike because it's going to primarily target those, and they're your main issue. Obviously, I can fit some wizards here. I know I can, but it's not take space from my what's it called? From my ground zero ability space. And yeah, this is going to be our last balloon boost. We don't need to send any more than this many UMGs. And this is probably going to be the part where we'll need to defend a counter, but that's okay. So epic late game for the first game that we get on this video, which is pretty cool, I guess. I doubt that he can even defend this, but it looks like he's trying to hold off, which I don't know if that's going to work out, brother. I'm going to be honest, that's a lot of UMGs from very late rounds, so I don't know. He tower boosts, finally, his first one. We, of course, have two on our hands, and he finally decides to start countering, so I guess I'm going to be just... Honestly, I'm going to give up on this ace micro spot. I'm just going to be building phoenixes there instead. There we go. Oh, he dies, okay. I didn't even need to defend that counter, alright. Well, GG's to Happy Helped WR. That was a pretty nice late game, although we didn't get to defend the counter. That's unfortunate. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. Well, I guess we're against him again. Fair enough. Fair rematch. This time we're on the right side, actually, and we're on Farmyard, which is a very good Wiz map, but on left side. I'm really unlucky with the lightning side, my goodness. And of course he readies up. But you know what, let's just... Okay, Shapes is also just as bad. This is more of a Tag Farm Wiz map, so you know what, guess we're going to be going Tag Farm Wiz. This is Wiz as the secondary tower. And obviously the slowdown is a very aggressive one, you want to anti-stall with it. So we're going to be doing exactly that. We're going to anti-stall with a spike, of course. He has farms. This spike was to prevent him from farming any harder than he could have. He has dart, probably dart farm ace, alright. Fair enough, fair enough. He does farm start, but with the anti-stall that we did on round 1, it wasn't actually any useful. We're just going to be spiking this, try to anti-stall around again. Looks like it's working fine. This should end at like 39 or something. Yep, 38. Alright, pretty cool. We always take the anti-stall, and yeah. Of course, the reason why I upgraded the tactical blade shooter right off the bat is to make sure that we can actually anti-stall and rush as hard as possible. Because we do have the drain strat, and ultimately our own farms don't matter all that much. It's more so his farms that we want to take away as much as possible, as well as his life count. And here I'm just going to be waiting to get up my farm finally. I know you guys probably didn't like the fact that I didn't go for the farm super early, but it's okay. Trust me when I say that. Of course, this tech is here so that it anti-stalls rounds to a nice degree. It's probably not the best anti-stall you've ever seen, but it remains a decent tag spot while giving us the anti-stall that we will need to drain him and hopefully take the win without going too far into the late game or going into the late game with low farms on his side. That's basically our win condition here, because we do get outlasted. We don't go further in the late game than him, unlike the previous game. So yeah, here we most definitely just want to get up farms, because rushing Dart on round 6 is pretty pointless in my opinion. But honestly, since round 7 is already starting and we barely have the money to get up a farm, I'd rather rush instead, and this should force for a triple darts considering what he's going for. He went for another 0-2 dot, which eventually is going to turn into a trip, yeah, because he needs it for the defend, so that's fair enough, I guess. Here I'm just going to be going for another farm, finally going for the faster shooting upgrade, because yeah, he didn't force it with some pinks or whatever beforehand, so that's that. But yeah, round 8 started, and of course, if he does try to greed for the farm, well, I'm just going to send yellows. And now what? I'm gonna balloon boost them even, and like, yeah, of course it forces a boost, alright. Cool. So this was a boost trade, which really isn't bad, trust me when I say that. I expect him to have ace, and in that case he's just gonna go for the spot himself, so I won't need to be forcing it with yellows or whatever. He's probably just gonna be going for it himself, yep. There he goes, he readies the jug up. And of course, if he does send the leads himself, I'm going to need to wizard that. So I'm getting ready for that here. So far nothing, alright. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm just going to be getting up the wizard here. Okay, this is a problem. Why are we leaking to it so much? He's sending whites that forces lightning eventually when we can get it up. Come on now. This is a lot of leaks. It's okay, we do take care of them nicely. Alright, cool. Gonna be going for the monkey sense here. He might be sending some more, in which case I would have to get up a second lightning, like some camo rush, but he's not gonna be doing that. So I'm just gonna be sending a bunch of zebras instead and try to force a boost off of that without boosting myself. Balloon boosting, I mean. He spikes again, and he might actually die here. Yep, nice, we do take a pretty early win here on round 13. So yeah, GG's to Happy LWR, and let's move on to the next game. Alright, here's player. Surround Swamp here, this is a very good wizard map, but on right side, I'm getting so lucky today. Oh my goodness. And you want to know the worst part? Shapes is also a very good wizard map, but on left side, and we're on right side the previous game. This is outrageous. I've never had this much bad luck with Wiz side before. The first time I tried to make a Wiz video, I just have to get the worst lightning side luck possible, huh? She's not me. Okay. Please tell me you skipped ink plot. Okay, thank you. I wouldn't have been able to use Wiz there. And Water Hazard. Both from Wiz, I guess, but like... I don't want to have to do this, bro. Lightning side is so bad. Like, at least if I was right side, sure, but come on. I don't have luck with lightning side whatsoever. I'm just going to be trying to end the game early here because both on Wiz is a bad loadout. It's not even good. Like, it's okay, but it's not even good. Like, okay, whatever. The only chance that we have at taking the win is in the late game if we get high farms. So we do want to like grade things out, and even still probably both farm water just outlasts us, which is outrageous. Okay, let me just quickly spike here, try not to leak too much. That's the same, alright. And I'm just gonna be sending a bit like to 257, maybe 250. Yeah, I know 259 is affordable, but you know what, sure, I'll send to 259, alright. I actually don't need to get anything more than this for the time being, I think. Okay, it looks like he's sending enough, sure. Let me get up my grave shot then, yep. Okay, so does this grave shot clutch up at all? No, it doesn't. That's just next level unlucky. I've been getting next level unlucky this video. Whatever. Let's just, you know what, let's just like get up another farm and call it a day. Obviously sending pinks at each other is pointless. I know it forces a bit of leaks, but it doesn't force more than that. And then once you do get up the plant, it just forces fast shooting and then full defense. It's just not worth it farms wise, trust me when I say that. So I am outplaying on lives. But I think that's because we spiked early and he didn't. So he actually should be up playing on lives here. But that's because we got up the grape shot late and he got it up early. So it makes sense. Makes enough sense. And yeah, he's sending pinks. I mean, I'm like greeted for the farm, but once again, I can just like get up the faster shooting and fully defend. So it was kind of stupid to do that, in my opinion. Because yeah, I'm just going to be sending blacks next, and then like it's just going to force faster shooting and a second 0-0, or just a second grape shot altogether, which is more expensive. So like, sure, I'll take that. So he does go for second grape shot. He's going to be sending greens now, I guess. I'm just going to be going for second 0-0 boat. I don't think I'm going to need more than this. Yeah, I don't. I'm just going to go for the farm and call it a day. So he sends blacks. That doesn't force anything on me whatsoever. I can just chill here with this current defense and force him to send more at me, which drains him of his farms. So that's really good for me. He stopped sending because he realized, alright. Makes enough sense. No, never mind. He's back at it. Okay. Guess he wants more. Guess he's back for more. Well, personally, I'm just going to greed it out. If he does send too much, I'm just going to boost to it. It's okay to do that. Low battery, the usual. Can't go without, it can go a single video without the low battery, I swear. Okay. I'm just going to be boosting this, sure. It's about time I do it. So yeah, we did boost that. It's okay. We barely leaked anything. And I can just go for the farm here. If he does try to send again, I can just go for the lightning at this point. So it's not even that good of an idea. Well, actually, I can't go for it just yet, but I'm going to be able to go for it in time, so it's whatever. There we go. I'm just going to go for the fireball here, try to clutch up. All right. I'm going to clutch up a little bit more with that 0-0 whiz. He has mortar, of course. That was to be expected. It's okay. I'm just going to be forcing the Bernie stuff with those whites. I can actually send a little more. Okay, forced boost. Amazing, actually. That's really good. I'm going to need to prepare a second 0-0 whiz just in case he tries to do some cheeky, like, all-out early game. And that's going to facilitate my micro a whole lot to defend it. So I'm going to be targeting the boat first too, since that also helps. And here I'm just going to be balloon boosting a whole lot of zebras. He sells, and he goes for the destroyer. He might be dead here, actually, if he's not careful. He boosts again and he dies. All right, great. We do take an early win once again. GG's to the player, and I guess we're going to be moving on to the last game of the video. Okay, is this video seriously only going to be going against this guy? Like, I'm serious. Okay, in ruins, sure, great map for this, actually, great map. Looks like he's mad about it, fair enough. Anyways, I can even go super if I want, honestly. Since he's only went passive strats before, I don't think he's going to be switching up anytime soon for like a Cobra. So I can even go Wiz from super if I want. But I'm going to be going to ace. It's a safer play maybe. No, you know what? I want super. So this is going to be the last game of the video. Wiz from super on In Ruins. Let's go for it. I don't think this is an optimal lightning side, but it's going to be decent enough anyways. Actually, yeah, I think this is probably the better lightning side. Even if it doesn't target right at the exit, it targets the most like towards the exit. He has Dotling, fair enough. I'm just going to be going for the wizard like as soon as I can. Over here, there we go. The round started out nicely, that was pretty good. I'm just going to be going for the intense magic. I'm gonna be leaving off first for now, and I'm gonna target it to strong. This should be a good targeting. Gonna be going for the more bananas now. Gonna be leaving it back on first, then strong, then first. Should be good. Here I'm just trying to stall the rounds out, not even trying to like force the powerful dots on him because I should be outlasting since I have Wisp from super. And he has Dotling farm, probably something like a glue. So, I mean, I'm definitely going to be outlasting by just BIA spamming and then going for eco. But yeah, here I definitely just want to like not greed too hard in the early game, because he does have Dotling and he's able to anti-stall using it, which he's doing right now, so that's a fair play. I'm not going to be anti-stalling too hard with that wizard spot, and it looks like he's trying to stall the rounds out, actually, so like it completely advantages me for him to do so. Keep going, brother. I like it. So yeah, this is going to be the last game of the video, and I just want to remind you guys that, of course, if you've made it this far, it's probably that you enjoyed the video, right? I don't think I'm wrong assuming that. If you did, there are a few ways you can thank me for like making this video, or like support me into making it more, whatever you want to call it. You can just press a couple buttons, and that's really it. Really no more effort than that. Just like, you can press the subscribe button, you can press the like button as well. Those are literally just 2 presses of a button. There are nothing more than that, and like they help me out like crazy to get this video out to more people and stuff. So and it always motivates me to make more, you know, to see people supporting like the channel and stuff. So yeah, please consider it if you've enjoyed the content thus far. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say in that regards. He's out farming us by a bit. That's fair because Wiz is an expensive starting tower, but it makes up for it by defending like crazy in the mid game rounds. So that's pretty much the strengths of it. So yeah, we do force the 0/0 Dotling out with those blacks. That's pretty good. It gave us a bit of like a mixed eco and stuff, so it's not all that bad. If he sends me some region whites, I'm gonna have to be defending those. So yeah, I guess that's to be expected. For now though, he's not been sending region, so I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be chilling through all this by just targeting the wizard on strong. And yeah, he's not gonna be sending regions at me, so I'm gonna be a-okay actually. Nothing to worry about here. That wizard attack that you saw right there, it almost sniped the exit. That would have been so clean. Okay, he finally does go for the region wide, it's alright. I'm going to be forcing him to send a fair amount though before doing anything on my end. He does have the glue. That was to be expected, okay. And yeah, we have the better lightning side here for sure on this map. Lightning targeting is just going amazing right now. So yeah, I'm just going to be going for another plantation here. And next I'm just going to be wanting to save up for my BIA. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm of course going to be sending a camo lead at him when I can, which is now, but yeah. Here I'm just going to be going for my camo detection wizard, and not going to force anything more than this, honestly. I don't even need to. Like, I'm just going to go for the BIA very passively and call it a day. This is of course going to force a second lightning, so that's what I'm going to be doing here. Of course, you want the wizards on strong to snipe those regen layers, which are going to be annoying. But this should hold off just fine. Yeah, we defend perfectly. And here I'm just going to like save up for my round 14 BIA. And they're going to be chilling. So that's pretty much the plan here. For now, I'm just going to want to save up. And when I can, sell everything and go for the BIA. There we go. Absolutely amazing stuff. Alright, at this point we're locked in. There is nothing that he can really do to like prevent us from going late, because we're going to have the money to defend stuff. I'm going to have the eco that I need. I'm going to have the money that I need. Things are just going to be great. He goes for the BIA himself, it appears. He had to sell everything for it, so I can force boost with literally nothing of rushes. So I'm going to be doing exactly that. Okay, that forces boost, great. And then I can just like try to rush harder afterwards, unless he just dies from this, which would be really unfortunate. Oh my god, he does. This is why you don't greed too hard anyway. GG's to Happy Help WR. As you can see, Wiz greeds way harder than Nutling, and that's gonna be it for the video. Rather anticlimactic, I know, but you know what? It's fair. Wait, why did I just gain every single kind of power XP? Look at the bottom left. Why did I gain sabotage and eco XP out of boost only? Whatever, I'm just gonna stop asking questions and call it a day. Thanks for watching today's video, guys. If you want to support me, you know how you can do that. Just subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and yeah, also if you want to put in a bit more effort, I guess you also have the comment section. If you want to type a comment out, please feel free to. It also helps. And of course, I guess there's also channel memberships if you can afford those, but only if you can afford it. So yeah, that's gonna be for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be seeing you guys in the next one, and have a good one, everybody. Bye bye.